Hearings to make sure 4 former Memphis police officers accused in the death of Tyre Nichols never wear a badge in Tennessee again, slowly moving forward in Nashville today. MPD asked the state commission that oversees police standards to decertify Lieutenant Dwayne Smith, who's on the left side of your screen here, the night of Nichols' fatal arrest. And tomorrow, the commission will review the records of 3 other MPD officers, former officers, who were involved: Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin, and Justin Smith. Jay Shakur was at today's hearing and has more on what's next for these officers.
The state's police commission is known as POST for short, and they had a lot to do today, particularly as it concerns the confusing case of Dwayne Smith. I spoke to a former lieutenant about the entire process, and he says above all should be the focus on restoring and rebuilding trust in law enforcement.
Mr. Martin in attendance today.
Emmett Martin, along with Demetrius Haley and Justin Smith, were no-shows today, despite having 30 days' notice for the Tennessee Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission's hearing to decertify them, preventing them from ever serving in law enforcement again in the state.
To be in violation of personal conduct, truthfulness, neglect of duty, excessive, unnecessary force.
Since they chose not to appear and defend themselves, they will likely be decertified by default in a full board hearing tomorrow. Desmond Mills, who was also charged in the murder of Nichols, did not show either. He's accepting the department's decision and surrendering his certification. There was some confusion about how to handle the case of Lieutenant Dwayne Smith, shown on the left of your screen. He was the supervising officer on the scene the day Tyre Nichols was beaten. Smith retired before he was fired, so MPD claims it was unclear if he could also be decertified. In the end, MPD decided to move forward with its request, although the Post Commission says he has 30 days' notice to appear just like the others. Retired MPD Lieutenant Tyrone Curry, who is now the executive director of the Afro-American Police Association, says each choice made in this entire process should focus on regaining and rebuilding community trust in law enforcement.
Whether you're making a decision whether to certify or decertify, you have to look at the whole picture. Will this negatively impact all the efforts and the progress that we have made with the citizen, and can I continue to build the public trust?
Curry says building that trust starts with what he calls community policing, changing MPD culture and intentionally allowing officers to become familiar with the Memphians they swear to protect.
The Memphis Police Department at that time in 2002, 2004, we were a national recognized community policing unit. We have to do the hard work, and we've got to be willing to embrace the community and do not think that we have all the ideas.
As for 2 other officers, Preston Hemphill and Tadarius Bean, they are expected to have their hearings in the coming days. In Nashville, I'm Jay Shakur.